Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from Holsingers Fly Shop with you again. Today I'm going to do a fly that I've been fishing and I didn't realize I didn't have a video out there for it. It's a Brahma Bugger. It's a pretty simple fly, actually real simple fly, all tied with one material other than your hook and cone head. The hook for this, we're going to use a size 8 2220 streamer hook. And the cone head, let me find the cone head here. Using a tungsten cone head, 4mm is the size, gold one. The thread we're using is ultra wire 140 denier, ultra thread 140 denier in olive. And this is all tied with the soft tackle chickapoo, the whole thing. If you watch my taboo caddis video, you use the whole taboo caddis. The whole taboo caddis is tied with a whiting soft tackle chickapoo. This one I'm going to tie in a March brown, but let me just zoom out here for a second. This is the cape of a soft tackle chickapoo. Get up here so you can see me. I haven't been on video for a while. The soft tackle chickapoo is really nice. It all comes in one piece. These feathers here are going to tie the body of it, and this is going to be your tail. This is all little marabou feathers, little tiny marabou feathers is what this is. So we're going to use 2 of these for the tail, so we'll just pluck 2 of these off. 1 and 2. Oops, 2. 2 of these for the tail, and then we're going to end up, these side patches here, we're going to end up using about 5 or 6 of these. So I'm going to zoom back in here. Okay, now to tie this fly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chickapoo feather here, the marabou part, and the fluff on the bottom. I'm just going to peel the fluff off and get just the fluff or the marabou part at the end out on both of the feathers. Okay, and then I'm just going to place, once you have the fluff off at the bottom, I'm just going to place 1 on each side. And I want the tail about the length of the body. I'm just going to put my 1 on the other side. And make them even lengths. Okay, then I'm going to wrap it back here to the bend and get them down into place. Now, like I said, this is a really simple fly, and it's all tied with the one material, so you can tie them out not quickly. These actually take a little bit of time, but it's not a real challenging fly. Next thing I want to do, I want to add just a little bit more weight to this than just the tungsten. So I'm going to add some 0.015 lead wire. I do a lot of check nymph style fishing and stuff. I like to have my flies weighted to get them down pretty quickly. So I'm just going to spin this up over the body here. You can keep them tight. I'm not being real particular here because it's all going to be covered up. Just as long as I get it pretty heavy and weighted down there. Now I'm just going to cover this up with my thread. And then the next part is actually pretty much the final part, and that's putting the body on this. Now with a woolly bugger, you know how you put a chenille body and then you use the feather to go up it. All we're going to use on this is these feathers, the side pieces off of the chickapoo feather. So we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to peel back the fluff on the bottom just so I get the stem there. Then I'm going to take the end of it, I'm going to pinch the end, and I'm going to peel some fibers back. Just going to leave that little tag out there, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this with the shiny side of the feather, not the bottom side, but the top side. I'm going to tie this with the top side up, and I'm just going to tie that tag down right by the bend of the hook. And I'm just going to cover it all up. This is all going to get covered, so I don't worry about cutting off that tag. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to start palmering this the whole way up here. And I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to pull back on this so all the fibers go backwards. And as I wrap it up, I'm just going to continue to do that, pulling them fibers back so it lays down nice. And I'm just going to keep wrapping it side by side the whole way up here. I tie this a couple different ways. I tie it all one color, which is nice. I tie a lot in olives. Then another thing I do is I mix like some olives and browns together. Like I'll put one olive feather on, one brown feather, and just keep alternating back and forth, olive and brown. And I'll tell you what, it really makes a nice pattern. It really makes, like, things in the wild aren't all solid colors. And one nice thing about this is you can see the ribbing in the feathers here. Maybe not so much with my lighting here, but these feathers have little ribs to them or whatever. So it gives it a little bit of a different color. But same thing again, peel all the fluff back. And then pinch the head. And then we're going to tie it down, top side up. But anyway, things in nature, what I was saying, like a sculpin. A sculpin has a very mottled look to it. It's different colors. And this, by using like an olive and a brown and alternating back and forth between olive and brown colors, it makes a really natural looking bait. And this is what you're really trying to imitate here, is like a minnow. So that's a great idea. Of course, it's going to cost you two Brahma hens. I mean, two chickapoo patches, but anyway, what we're going to keep doing is we're just going to keep doing this the whole way up the body. And as you see here, I've done 2 now, and it's going to take about 4 or 5 to get me up to the body here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out here for a second. I'm going to wrap this the rest of the way up the hook, and then I'll rejoin you when I get back up here towards the eye. Okay, I got it back up here to the end of the feather here, or yeah, to the end of the hook eye, and probably going to be my last one here. And I'm just going to tie that tag end in the same way I've been doing the whole way up here, and just keep pulling the fibers back. Like I said, this is just another alternative to fishing a woolly bugger or a streamer pattern like that. Just another way to tie a different kind of bugger, and also a chance to use up your soft tackle chickapoo. If you want to use something for other than that taboo caddis, this is a great idea for it. And it's a really simple fly too. So we're just going to wind this up, get it in here, tucked in here behind my cone head, and put a couple wraps around it. Get that all wrapped down tight. Oops. Okay, we'll cut off our tag. And then we're just going to wrap up a couple wraps there and put on our wet finish. Oops. I'm going to build this up here a little bit with my wet finish, get a little bit of a collar there. I could have put another one in there. It wouldn't have been bad if I put another one in there. And just going to hit it with some UV glue to hold my knot down. And that's all that's to it. Like I said, really, really simple pattern. And simple to tie. I like to cover up the light here because it always changes my video. It only takes a second to cure that. But very simple pattern here to tie. You can see that it was all tied with the same feather. I mean the same piece of material. And when this gets in the water, it has a lot of movement because all these feather fibers here. So you got a really, really nice pattern there. Give it a try on your waters, and we have a lot of different colors. I think I counted the other day. We have 10 different colors you can choose from here in the Soft Tackle Chickapoo. So check us out at the shop at holsingersflyshop.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sean Holsinger.